Here is, let me get some light in the kitchen. I followed a guy, you know, the cucumber guy, and he's always got his things in his well, that might be too high. I followed his watermelon kimchi recipe very loosely, but thank you, that was very helpful. So I, you know, peeled the watermelon. He used a knife, I used one of these, and I recommend this. It's much easier and you get more of the rind. And then I did what he did, chopped it up into little pieces, and I set that aside with salt and vinegar. I used rice vinegar, and just to let it, like, you know, meld a little bit in there while I continued to work on the juice. So I used a blender and I put the watermelon guts in here. Then I didn't have any garlic because I promised I would have used garlic. I thought I had garlic and I just ran to the store, so I was like, I'm not going back. But anyway, oh, I also did buy these when I was at the store, and I used these green onions. I used 2 very thick stalks. Sesame oil. I used maybe 10 to 15 shakes. There's the rice wine vinegar that I used. Where's the other ingredients? Oh yeah, gochujang. So this is what I used. I used a bunch of this, like a big heaping tablespoon. So maybe roughly around 2 tablespoons. I couldn't find Korean chili powder, whatever. So I just used this in the blender, and I used probably a tablespoon. I added this because I love spice and I want it to be extra spicy. And then I added probably about a teaspoon of this cayenne pepper, excuse me. And I took the lid off of this and just poured it in. This is turmeric because I didn't have ginger. I didn't get ginger either. And this is, if anyone knows, is like spicy like ginger. Basically tastes the same to me. So I used a whole bunch of that. Maybe like 2 teaspoons of that. And white pepper, maybe like 2 to 3 shooks. I didn't pour. And that's everything that I used to make this beautiful watermelon rind kimchi. If you're ever wondering what it tastes like, it's delicious.